Have you ever heard of the parable of the frog? The frog's boiling. The parable goes sort of as follows. There's a frog, jumps into a pool of nice, refreshing water, and the frog thinks, this is the best water I've ever been in. Suddenly the frog goes, the water is getting a little bit warmer, but it's cozy and nice. The temperature goes up a little bit more. Suddenly, the frog realizes he is being boiled. But he's being boiled too soon, or he's being boiled too slowly to really understand. That's why I am thrilled by what is happening now. The frog knows the water is boiling. So if you haven't heard the frog story, the moral of the story is that if you're going to boil a frog, boil it before the frog can jump out of the pot. And the mother effing frog knows that it's boiling and can jump out of the pot. Today we saw every elite force align against the common man. We saw the SEC come out and say, we have to investigate what is happening here. We saw Wall Street come out and attack the GameStop people. Then we saw the media go, oh, the GameStop Wall Street bets people are all white supremacists. They're all bad people. Now we see Discord, big tech, ban them. It's just beautiful. It's not beautiful. It's morally clarifying. And I think that's where I differ from a lot of people, right? The way I differ from a lot of people is that 5 years ago, I told people all of this was going to happen. And people said, Cernovich, you're hysterical. Cernovich, you don't understand. Cernovich, you don't know. The usual, shithead attacks that I got. Now it's all happening, mother effers. Now it's all happening. So there's no denial, right? There's no denial. By the way, if you're here on YouTube, hit like and hit subscribe. I haven't YouTubed for a while because they shadow banned my channel so much. That's kind of a waste of time, but we've been doing a lot of other things, a lot of other big things. In a way, driving me to the underground was the worst thing you could possibly do, because legal and lawfully, so don't try to, cut this out of context or whatever. But when I have more time on my hands, as I've had through the ayahuasca journeys, the spiritual journeys, I think deeper. So I've been going deeper rather than being shallow and frequent. People go, oh, why don't you stream more? Because I'm going deeper, not shallow, deep. But today, everybody now knows the scam, dude. The SEC's in on it. The media's in on it. The big tech Discord is in on it. The hedge funds are in on it. The Fed's in on it. Everybody's in on it. So the water's boiling. What happens next? I don't know, but it's not going to be good. That's why my prediction is, I don't know what's going to happen, but you can only put down a peasant's revolt for so much. That's what we are. We're peasants. And I've known that for a while. That's why when people go, oh, Cernovich, you're such a cuck. Cernovich, you're toning things down. Cernovich, you're this. Because I'm a peasant. In order to remain on social media, I am a house servant. And I know this. But we're all sharecroppers. I'm just in a house. Some of y'all are out in the field, and I'm just in the house. But I understand my role. I'm a peasant to these people. I'm a peon. They hate me. Okay. But now they hate everybody. Now the elite, and there aren't that many of them, now the elite are saying, we hate all of you peasants. We hate hundreds of millions of you. They even hate Biden voters who aren't on the agenda of the neoliberal elite, of the wars, of Wall Street. They hate 90% of the country. They freaking hate all of us. So for me, I'm in heaven right now, because I've known that I'm a second-class citizen. I've known that I'm a serf. I've known that I'm a peasant. I just wasn't in denial of it like so many other people, right? I just like, look, I'm a peasant, I know it. So when you call me things like, oh, you're not doing this, like, yeah, I know I'm a peasant. I'm a peasant. I'm allowed to work my little piece of land in the digital sharecrop. And that's kind of like my role. And I'm at peace with it because I'm at peace with truth. I'm at peace with reality. But now, there are too many people waking up. Oh my gosh. Now there are too many people waking up. Today, what they did to GameStop, whatever you think the Orange Man was, and the Orange Man was a joke, and I've said this before, we're going to have a real Orange Man. The fake Orange Man, the media caricature, the fake Orange Man is no more. Because we all saw Trump go out like a BI, you know what. We all saw Trump go out weak. A lot of people got mad at me. You can dislike this if you don't like that. Trump left weak. We all saw he's pathetic. He's a joke. He's unworthy of leadership. That's why I don't follow him. And I had followed him for a long time. And I told people you deserve better. Right? Isn't that what I told you all? I said we deserve better than this pathetic shell, or maybe he was always a shell, this pathetic hollow man. The orange clown, the orange bucket of goo. We deserve better than that. And we're going to get better than that. Maybe I'll rise to the occasion. Maybe others will rise to the occasion. We don't know, but we're like such historic times now. And I'm like so happy. My mood is so upbeat and so optimistic because, not just because my hair is like really incredibly good, even though I'm all red now and the lighting's kind of bad. Maybe I should turn this light on back here. I'm kind of backlit. Lighting's kind of bad, so I'm a little disheveled looking, a little depressed because the lighting's bad. But I was on my way to the gym, but then I felt like my heart calling me. That's what a lot of people don't understand, is I don't keep a regular streaming schedule, which is what you should do if you want to build an audience. If you want to build an audience, you grind it out every day, like clockwork. Set your clock to this. I would have a way bigger, or I'd have got banned, who knows. But I would be way bigger if I did that. I don't. When my heart calls out, my heart says you need to minister, you need to talk. You need to let the people know what's going on. You need to connect with people. When my heart calls out, then I sing. When my heart calls out, that's when I go live. And I had just taken my pre-workout. I was about to go to the gym. I'm in my gym clothes, ready to go, got my headphones and everything. And I just felt like a voice from the divine, from God, saying, you need to talk to the people. You need to let them know that what's happening is good. Because a lot of people, and I already went to the gym, I'm doing 2 days. Why? Because I'm fat, and I'm, fixing that. So, and by the way, I didn't even care when I'm fat. That's why people are like, you're fat. I'm like, I know. Do you think I care? If I cared, I would do something about it. So now I'm like, well, I'm going to, back at the grind. So when I go live, it was like a message from the divine. It's like a message from God saying you need to tell people that you need to tell people that this is good. You need to tell people that when it looks like it's bad, this is actually good, because this is letting people know, yeah, as bad as you thought it was is worse. Now, it's not as bad. We're not even as bad as I thought it would be. But people kept telling me for years, oh, yeah, you're just doomsdaying and everything. Meanwhile, I'm just the happiest go-lucky guy in the world. But everybody's like, oh, you're just doomsday this, doomsday that. No, I'm the happy mofo. But I needed more people to wake up. And now you can't deny it, right? You can't deny it. The one hedge fund gets in a little bit of trouble. The entire system rallies to its defense, right? New York Times, Vice, oh, this is a white supremacist group. Big tech rallies to the defense. The SEC rallies to the defense. Every institution, we now know that it's not decentralized. We all know it's command and control, and we all know that they're plotting against the American people. We all know that they won't settle until they have total mind control, until they have you as peasants. And we now know that we are peasants. Again, that's the beauty of it. The illusion. There's no more illusion. Right? That's the beauty of it. You can't be in denial anymore. GameStop Gate says you can no longer be in denial anymore. You are peasants. They are the elite. They're going to hunt us down for sport. Beautiful. Thank God. Thank God they did it now. My biggest fear was that they would take their time, that they would boil the frog slowly. That was my biggest fear. My biggest fear wasn't that this was going to happen. I always knew it was going to happen. Right? I always knew this was going to happen. So my biggest fear isn't that everything that I said would come to play will come to play. My biggest fear was that not enough people would wake up, and ahead of time it'd be too late. My biggest fear was not that this would happen. My biggest fear was that there wouldn't be enough people awake when it did. Thank you. Thank you, Wall Street. Thank you, SEC. Thank you, New York Times. Thank you, Vice. Thank you, Discord. Thank you, everyone who got GameStop banned. Because there's no long... You know how many normies now are waking up? Do you know how many normie friends asked me about GameStop? And I'm like, oh my God, leave me alone. Shauna's friends, every guy like under 35 knows about this. Right? By the way, like and subscribe. Be sure to click the like button. Hit the like button. I don't know if you can hit it more than once. Hit the like button. Maybe I'll do more videos. Like. Do you know how many... Shauna's mom asked me about it. That's how saturated the GameStop story was. This was... Anybody who is even watching the news... Shauna's mom, she's over last night. What's up with this GameStop thing? And I'm like, oh my God, please leave me alone. Because I try not to talk politics in real life. In real life, if you know me in real life, when we hang out, I like to talk about life, love, poetry, books, music, family, politics, media stuff, just not in my real life. But I know that something has hit a critical mass when Shauna's mom, my wife's mom, is asking about it. Then I'm like, okay. So today was a beautiful day. The boot is fully on our neck. We're no longer living in denial. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. That's the message for you, my friends. That's the message for you. Do not despair because this is happening. We knew that this was going to happen. Rejoice that it happened in time for the country to realize it was going to happen. Rejoice that when we say things like there's a global elite controlling us at the micro level, they can't countenance some peasant making $50,000. Some peasant makes $25,000. Some peasant wants $2,000. You can't have $2,000. You can't have $25,000. You can't have fucking nothing because you're scum. You're a grub. Live in their little pods. Eat the cockroaches. Bow down and worship your masters. They will accept nothing but your complete surrender. That's who you are to them. And before, they would just say Cernovich is a ranting madman. A very handsome ranting madman. A very attractive ranting madman. A well-haired ranting madman. But you can't say it anymore. You can't say it anymore. You can't point to me and say, that guy's the madman. The madman who's watching this happen in real time and denies that it's happening. The madman are your family members who go, what happened with the Robin Hood? I heard they're all Nazis. I heard the Robin Hoods were all Nazis. The media told me. The TV told me. I heard it was all Nazis doing this. Yeah, Mom. Yeah, Dad. Yeah, Grandma. Yeah, Grandpa. Thank God this happened. We now know what they want to do to us. There's no more living in denial. A lot of people have told me I look like W. Bush when I was in college especially. People are like, are you related to the Bush family? I'm not, I promise. If I related to the Bush family, I don't know. I'd be one of the elites, I guess. But I'm just scum. I'm just a regular peasant like everyone else. I'm just a peasant like everyone else who, if I try to trade Robin Hood the elite's going to crack down. I'm just some peasant who says, can I have $2,000? And the elite say, no, you can't have $2,000 unless you vote for Biden. And then Biden gets elected and they go, just kidding. We didn't have time to give you your $2,000. We got to impeach the orange man. I'm just scum like the rest of you. What if God was one of us, just a slob like one of us? That's me, just a slob like the rest of you. Right? That's just the truth. That's how they view us. Fodder for their wars. Serfs. Digital sharecroppers on their plantations. Can't trade, can't buy stocks. That's the reality. And I love it. Bring it on. Bring it on. Keep revealing the truth. I'm so happy this happened. Thank you to the GameStop people. Even though I didn't trade, I have no position in GameStop. I even told my people to stay away from it. So I have no financial interest in any of this GameStop stuff. But thank you to the people who did, because millions of people just woke up. 10 million maybe 20 million. Thank you. That's all I have for you. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. And God be with us all, you know. When I go live, it's God speaking in my heart and telling me that I need to share a message with you. And I don't want you to despair. I know that we're going through some tough times. I know that they're going to try, the elite are going to try to destroy the peasant class. But they went too far, too fast. Thank you.